Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Ambad. So, dear students, we will further move for the discussion of the concept of modulation. So, basically, what we understood in our previous lecture is that if we want to send a signal for a longer distance and if the signal is of lower frequency, then this particular lower frequency don't have that much strength and capacity to cover a longer distance. So suppose thousands hundreds of kilometers, thousands of kilometers. So at that time, if the signal strength is weak, so at that time we will superimpose that particular weak low frequency signal on the strong higher frequency carrier signal and send that particular signal over a longer distance, right? So through this concept, what we understood is that basically for doing a modulation process, we need two signals. The first signal, it is called as modulating signal, and second signal, it is called as the carrier signal. So the modulating signal and the carrier signal. So let us have first of all clear the concept of modulating signal and the carrier signal. So what exactly we mean by the modulating signal and what exactly we mean by the carrier signal. So dear students, always keep in mind that the modulating signal is nothing but a baseband signal, right? So that is nothing but it is a information which we want to send from one point to the another point. So suppose from transmitter to the receiver. So at that time your modulating signal is nothing but the information, and this is also called as the baseband signal. So all these three names are just describe the information. So anyone can say it as a modulating signal, anyone can say it as a information signal, or you may call it as a baseband signal. So modulating signal is nothing but the baseband signal or the information signal which we want to send. Now from where we get this particular modulating signal? So it is nothing but output of your transducer. So suppose in our previous example, if we take, suppose a singer is singing a song at the recording studio which is suppose placed at Mumbai. So first of all we have to convert that song, means that sound energy, into the electrical energy. So then and then it is possible to transmit that particular electrical signal through the electronic media. All of you are getting? Means what? We can not directly send, or it is not possible for us to send a signal, sound signal directly to the thousands of kilometer or 100 kilometer. So suppose if I am talking here, my sound has some limitations that it is audible within suppose 100-meter area or 10-meter area. But if I am expecting that my sound which is generated here at suppose point A, it should be listened at 1 kilometer. So it is not possible because my sound energy has some limitations, and because of that particular limitations, this particular sound energy, which is nothing but a physical energy, cannot cover a longer distance. So first of all I have to convert my sound energy into the electrical energy. So what I need a transducer. So suppose this is your sound energy, right? And if we want to convert that sound energy into the electrical energy, we use a mic. Now sound energy is physical energy, mic which is called as microphone, which converts sound energy into the electrical energy, right? So once this particular physical energy, that is sound energy, gets converted into the electrical energy, we can process on that particular electrical energy. So it is possible to do some amplification process over there, then modulation process over there. So just meanwhile keep in mind that whatever the output of transducer, it is nothing but the baseband signal, which is also called as the modulating signal and is also called as a information signal. which is always having a lower frequency. Now we want to superimpose that low modulating frequency on the carrier signal which is having a higher frequency. So carrier signal is nothing but a higher frequency signal. So majority times for doing the modulation process, we are using a local oscillator, and this particular local oscillator will generate a high frequency carrier signal. Now these both signals, that is modulating signal and the carrier signal, is applied to the block modulator. Now in this particular modulator block, the modulating signal gets superimposed on the carrier signal, and the combination of modulating signal and carrier signal, it is transmitted to the receiver. Now this is nothing but the output of your modulator, and which is called as the modulated signal. So difference between modulating signal and modulated signal: if there is no any modulation takes place, then such a kind of signal, it is called as the modulating signal. Once the modulation process is done with the help of carrier signal, output of the modulator, it is called as the modulated signal, right? So this is the concept of modulation. Now let us have a look over this particular diagram. So as we discussed that, suppose this is a vehicle, this is a vehicle. So these vehicles are labeled as a carrier, right? And suppose this is a person and this is a person. We are treating this person as a information signal. So if information gets superimposed on the carrier to cover a longer distance, so here also information is get superimposed on the carrier to cover a longer distance. So that's why it is just example for your understanding. Actual case, this particular person is nothing but your baseband signal which we want to send from one point to the another, and your vehicle is nothing but a carrier signal which is having a very high frequency. Clear? Now in this particular point, let us have look over this particular point. So this particular point, we are changing the parameters like amplitude, frequency and phase of the carrier. So in detail we are discussing this particular point in our next lecture. Now at the receiver side, the signal will demodulate. Now the demodulation process is nothing but exactly similar to the separation. So separation means what? The carrier signal and the modulating signal gets separated, and only the modulating signal once again given to the output transducer. So at that, suppose in your previous example, you have converted physical energy into the electrical energy. So it is at transmitter. So at receiver side, this electrical energy once again gets converted into the sound energy. So once again we are using some transducer. So at that time here we use a loudspeaker. So with the help of loudspeaker, electrical energy gets converted into the sound energy. So we will stop here. In our next lecture, we will go for the different types of modulation and definition of modulation. So thank